that I always believed the press would kill her in the end. But not even I could imagine that they would take such a direct hand in her death, as seems to be the case.
A stunned world struggles to come to terms with the death of Princess Diana, waiting for word from Queen Elizabeth and the British government on funeral arrangements. It is Monday, September 1st, Labor Day, 1997.
This is NBC News at Sunrise with Linda Vester.
Good morning, everyone. This is Labor Day as we mark the end of summer. Many Americans see this holiday as marred by a terrible sadness. As this country joins Britain and virtually the entire world in mourning Princess Diana, we want to go live now to NBC's Martin Fletcher in London. Good morning, Martin.
Good morning, Linda. Britain is waking up to a hard new reality, life without Princess Diana. And it hurts.
Good night, sweet princess. Farewell, princess of hearts, the nearest thing to an angel on earth. The British press and the people are competing for the phrase that says it all. It is a genuine flowering of the language of shock and despair at the sudden and tragic death of Britain's beloved Princess Diana.
She was a saint. It's very upsetting.
With all her problems of eating disorders, divorce, unsettled life, the British people adore Diana, above all, in the words of one mourner at the gates of Buckingham Palace, because she was one of us. Diana's body is lying in St James Palace, the London home of Prince Charles.
Diana will be buried Saturday at her home in Britain. What's clear is that from the emotion of her death, her position as one of Britain's great is assured in the memory of her countrymen. Linda?
And Martin, we just heard that the funeral services will actually be at 11 a.m. Meanwhile, I'd just like to ask you, what are people there saying about the photographers who, at least at this point, apparently may have contributed to her death?
Well, very harsh words indeed, as you can imagine. The problem now is it's not really clear yet to what extent those photographers did cause her death. It appears that one of the photographers, at least right after the crash, did call the emergency services. It also appears that other photographers did take photographs of the princess while she was still alive, while she was in the crushed car. Of course, many questions to be asked, and the most serious issue now, of course, is to what extent is the press free to hound personalities, in this case, apparently, allegedly, to her death.
Right, and also, Martin, we're hearing that at least she was not dead at the moment after the crash, that in fact, that doctors tried very hard for at least an hour to try to revive her, although her boyfriend, Dodi El-Fayed, did die almost immediately, correct?
That's right. Dodi El-Fayed died on the spot, so did the driver of the car. Diana apparently was alive. The paramedics in Paris did an extremely good job, according to the British doctors and French doctors on the scene. They were trying to keep her alive, massaging her heart with their hands. She was rushed off to the hospital in Paris where the emergency services continued, but after about 2 hours she did die on the operating table.
Martin, at least at this point, the lone survivor appears to be the bodyguard who was also riding in that car. What is his condition right now?
Well, he was driving in the front seat. He had a safety belt on. The air cushion worked. That apparently saved his life. He's in moderate condition. They are expecting, they've said, a full recovery from the bodyguard. And of course, as soon as he's able to talk, he'll be questioned by the French police and probably the British police too. And he probably will be the first real eyewitness to give the full story of what really happened inside the car on the night Princess Diana died.
Right, Martin. Okay, thank you very much for that update. NBC's Martin Fletcher joining us live from London.